Good morning folks, welcome back to the channel. HappyCattyCrypto here. So it's looking really positive. Last night BTC was heading towards that 30k mark, so we'll have to see how it gets on early this morning, pushing into midday. It's going to be a very interesting time for crypto. A lot of people are still banking on this idea of a huge banking collapse, and crypto simply taking the limelight, becoming the new norm for a lot of people to simply avoid inflation and all of the other things like that that happen in financial crisis. So Ed has finally put out a response to all of the accusations, stories, tales, FUD, however you want to depict it. He's got a response out, and this is quite important, I think, because TGF hasn't really played the role it was supposed to play in the blockchain. And as we all know, Ed's more or less got tired of LUNC and he is going to be building a new AI chain. We're going to be getting onto that shortly, but he has explained everything that all of these different people are asking about, it being a non-profit and not registered as a non-profit and all of these different things. And from this, what I'm seeing, and this is a consistent pattern in LUNC, is this trial by media. As soon as someone does something wrong, it's all hands on deck to try and discredit them, bring up as much stuff. It will always get personal as well. There is a huge issue in LUNC with simply trialing people by media. Pitchforks, everything out, full blown. And these sort of people just get it from every angle. And the one thing we need to step back and ask ourselves as a community is, are we creating a good environment for developers to be in if a developer is simply just going to be bombarded with lawsuits, hit publicly, hit personally, and everything else that comes with that? Are we really generating a good environment that people want to come and build a project in? Well, no, we're not, are we? Because we're not really showing that we care about our developers. For instance, you've got the same bad actors on chain doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again, and people consistently seem to lap it up as if they're doing something really good for the blockchain, something really useful, when really they're just driving away all of our developers. All of our real talent is just simply leaving and exiting the blockchain. And what will be left is just this core husk of LUNC where no one wants to build anything, no one wants to be part of it, no one wants to come build on the blockchain, and those left on the blockchain are just going to be diehard people like myself who simply just want LUNC to work no matter what and always trying to play the moral higher ground, being a good person. But I think this video really calls for us as a community to look at ourselves and take a good look at what others are doing to other people. Now, with this collapse of the recent DEX, inside job, outside job, upside down job, call it what you wanna, it's not really sending good signals into the community. Once again, there's also another DEX being released later on this month, which is absolutely insane. I know, right? What we need is all that DEX to have been built and integrated into Station, but the issue is everybody wants to privatize it, right? Everybody wants a logo, everybody wants to be famous, everybody wants a castle to stand upon and look down at all the people below. Everybody wants to become rich, and everybody seems to want to control LUNC in any way that they can, regardless of them being right or wrong. But I'm going to leave a link specifically to Ed's response so people can go through it, because it's quite a long response. But honestly, all of this is just totally, everything that was being said, it's like people were just taking 2 and 2 and ended up with 4, and it's just strange how it gets from A to B to molehill to mountain all of a sudden. And no wonder Ed wants to leave. No wonder Tobias wanted to leave. No wonder all of these good other people like Superman, who's also gone on leave. We've found that out from Ed, so we know that Superman is on leave since March and he hasn't been paid. Ed has stated that he will be returning, I think it's $30,000 to the community pool. as to what this means, so the total amount going back to the community pool will be something like 30k. Superman took a leave of absence in March, so we know that. We're losing talent. We're simply losing talent because there's just so many bad actors, people who like to cause mischief, and just simply people who trial people by fire, by media. It gets personal, and it's just not proactive. It's not mature. Shib looks a million times more appetizing than LUNC does right now, and it's just gotten ridiculous. We seem to consistently trust the same bad actors over and over again instead of sticking with the talent. Someone like Ed receiving all of this kind of pummeling the way that he has, it just sucks because he's such a good guy. He's done so much good for the chain, regardless of him now wanting to leave. And it's like, I'm honest enough to sit here and say we are not providing a nice environment for people to come and build in. We're just not doing it. It's like everybody's got nothing to do. The coin's not going up, so what should we do? Well, let's just be destructive inside our own blockchain. We should be going to other blockchains and being destructive there and trying to make our blockchain look better. This whole throwing stones in glass houses. So hopefully Terra does get all the money back, because it's going to bring at least some positive sentiment back into the blockchain. But then the same thing again, you can look at it from both sides. It's going to send a lot more volume, traffic, transactions, people going back to Terra Station. People left Terra Station to go to Terra Port. Okay, we as a community need to stop doing what we're doing with all of this kind of bickering, targeting people, getting personal, pummeling our talent, and just simply driving them away, and instead being proactive, coming up with the things that we would like to see, listing them out like mature people, getting someone to put those points forward that have been collected from the community. The community themselves could elect a spokesperson. You could put a proposal up. A group of people could simply do that. There's no one to stop them from doing that. Hopefully in the future, we are going to get some more one-to-ones with the L1 development team, especially with Superman being on a leave of absence. That's 2 developers that they're going to need to get in now. So, things are looking good. Things are looking positive. What I would like to see now from Ed is him saying, I'm staying in LUNC or I'm not staying in LUNC, and all of these different things. But if he's sending funds back to the community pool, actions speak louder than words in these kind of situations. But ultimately, like I've been saying, the show must go on. The show will go on. We're still here. We're still validating the blockchain. We still believe in LUNC, the dream of a truly decentralized community run coin. Folks, have a really, really nice Tuesday wherever you are. Beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, beware of anybody pretending to be me. Stay aware, stay humble, and catch you in the next one.